Hi, Roy Williams with Airframe Components, and welcome to the first episode of our next aircraft restoration project. As you know in our previous videos, we've rebuilt an airplane for each of my girls. Samantha, my oldest, got a 1967 Cessna 150. Sydney, my middle girl, got a 1969 Piper PA-28R Aero. And Sara, the youngest, got a 1980 Piper PA-28 161 Warrior. Now that we have all those projects done, it's time for Dad's airplane. So here we have a 1978 Cessna A185F model. This particular aircraft is a very clean, very straight aircraft. We acquired out of Jackson, Michigan. This was a pipeline patrol aircraft originally. This aircraft had, in a landing incident, had gone over on its back. We had actually repaired the wings and the vertical fin for this aircraft some years ago. We've since acquired the project. We brought it in here last week. We've already stripped the paint off of it. We're getting the engine ready to remove for overhaul. This particular aircraft is good bones. The gearbox has never been torn out, has never been involved in a ground loop. The cowling is immaculate. It has not been chopped or broken, so this will be a very good basis with which to start. Starting at the front of the aircraft, the propeller, it has a Macaulay 403 propeller with it now. We will be getting the Hartzell Voyager propeller going on this aircraft when we put it back together. The engine's coming off, going to Poplar Grove Airmotive for overhaul. One particular note, we will be keeping the IO520D model engine. We don't want to be hot rodding this. One of the goals of this particular restoration project is reliability and longevity, so I'm just going to stay with the stock 520 engine. On the cowling, as we mentioned, it's uncut and unbroken, so I probably will not be putting the gills in the side of the lower cowl at this point. We can always add them later, but there again, I'd rather not cut into the perfect cowling. Moving to the instrument panel, of course, we will be working with our friends at Premier Avionics in Fort Wayne, Indiana. A full Garmin glass panel on here, including the Garmin Autopilot as well. The landing gear, we've already ordered a complete titanium landing gear set from our friends at Landing Gear Works out in Washington State. Titanium main gears, titanium tail wheel spring, all titanium hardware, including axles, 10-inch wheels on the mains, the 505 tail wheel on the back. All new glass going in the aircraft as well, including a new one-piece windshield. We will go with our friends at Aero Plastics with the solar gray windows again. Of particular note, this aircraft had a Robertson STOL kit installed on it. We will actually open the wings back up, remove all of the Robertson gear. We will be installing wing extensions and VGs on the wings. We will not be installing any sort of leading edge modification. Of course, new fuel cells and new fuel quantity transmitters will be part of the wing project as well. On the fuselage, a couple of skins will get changed, getting rid of some antenna locations. There will be a couple of access panels being installed. Any sort of improvement kits or modification kits will be incorporated. So this first week that we've had the aircraft in the shop has been very busy. All the goodies are starting to show up now. We have new Rosen sun visors. We have new Whelen LED nav, strobe, and landing lights showing up. We have parts from McFarlane, the rebuild kit for the stabilator jack screws, the QMI bushwheel bill trim wheel, and also the QMI hockey stick modification as well. We have the complete baffle set from Airforms in Alaska. We're also going to be installing the P-Ponk landing gear beef up as well. New seat rails, and of course all new nuts, bolts, and hardware going in the aircraft as we reassemble the airplane. That's it for today's episode. Stay tuned for future videos on this 1978 Cessna A185F project.